Yeah, well, you can see what happened. Boot slipped, came back, and yep, it did be turned out again. Right, it's not completely ripped off, so for the time being I think we'll just give it a bit of protection. So the moral of the story is farm safety. Accidents don't just happen out there. The simplest little device will get you. Well, it looks like I'm going to be wearing a sock to bed for the next month until that grows out. Believe it or not, even though it's taken a fair chunk out of my toenail, no pain. Tinge of soreness, but no what I would call pain. Mother would say that's no sense, no feeling, which is possibly true, but I'm kind of thinking that although I've ripped the nail, it didn't go right back. Sorry if you're cringing. My wife just said, TMI, you don't need to tell him that. Even put a warning up on the video what you've done, because there are people out there that'll go, ew. But honestly folks, right now I can't really feel any discomfort as far as my toe is concerned. Not saying that's not going to deteriorate, but yeah, I think it's going to be a plaster on my toe for a while and socks in bed, because that'll wake me up. Right, so we are going to go and deliver some firewood this morning. I've already done one load, got another load to do, got some wood chip to do. It's drying up lovely out there, so I think maybe this afternoon I might even be able to move some muck about. So very late in the year for muck spreading, definitely not ideal, and I wouldn't do it this late if I had had the choice, but I don't have the choice. We've got to move it. I either give it away to my neighbour, which goes next door, and he makes use of it on his arable, but the thing is my grass needs feeding, and what's the point of me chucking away all my nutrition if I can use it here? So and it's not like I'm throwing slurry out there. It is, although it's wet, it's solid stuff. So okay, right, onwards and upwards. We're going to go and drop some wood off. I've got a couple of chocolate oranges I'm going to drop into my dad because I've got some, and see my parents very, very briefly, and then back home again. There you go, that's the price of fuel in one of our local garages. Unleaded fuel or unleaded petrol is £1.12.9, so £1.13 a litre. And diesel is, well, £1.15 a litre. So, still not that cheap really. You stay in there, it's mucky out here. Don't look at me like that, give me the whites of your eyes. She'll come out, get filthy dirty feet, then when I get in the skid steer and have her dirty feet all over me. Which is fair enough, but I don't do the washing. But the person who does the washing tells me off. So, no. Price of peace. Okay, so done our load of logs. Next on the list is a load, 3 metre load of wood chip, which is going to go for a poultry run. We're going to go and do that, and then I think this afternoon, I haven't visited my parents. I might drop in this afternoon, drop off those couple of eggs, and then Terrier's chocolate oranges. Drop them in, and then maybe, if it's nice, and I take the drone. One or two of you asked about how the drilling's gone. So I saw it a week ago, and it was emerging. So it would be quite nice. We've had a lot of wet. It'd be quite nice to have a fly over the whole area and see what's germinated, what's come up, and what, if anything, is getting stressed by the wet. To be honest, they've not bored that badly compared to some years when it's just a crescendo and chorus of constant bellowing and complaining. We go through fits and starts of it, but it's only like 2 of them that are really doing that. Bit more. It's for a mate. Making all that noise, you missing your mummy? Is that what it is? I don't think she's missing you very much, because she's just over there and she ain't answering back. Normally if the cow gets upset they bellow both ways, but cows have kind of gone, oh thank God, got them off me. Hey? Yeah. There's a couple of quite nice little heifers in here, so I might see how it goes, but I might offer a couple of these for sale in a month or so if anyone's interested. Anybody want some Dexter heifers? I might just have a couple. Right, that's that, that's that. Keys would help. So it's 20 to 1. I probably actually what I'm going to do, I think dinner in half an hour or so, so I'll probably go in the house now, do a bit of editing from yesterday's, the day before's recording, because there's loads of that, and at least I can get a project started. this lot, this can go after lunch. Our Mahonia is absolutely alive with honeybees. They are all over it. Getting that last supper while they can. What a glorious afternoon. It's actually really, really nice out there. I just walked up across the field. I didn't take camera with me because I couldn't think of it. And in the you can actually hear the water draining off the ground. If you stop and listen, put your ear close enough to it, makes you look like you're hunting magic mushrooms, but you're not. But if you put your ear to the ground, you can actually hear the water draining out of the soil. So that is good news. Apparently, I've had mixed opinions. Apparently we've got it dry at least till Monday. One or two think we're going to get a shower on Monday and then dry again Tuesday, Wednesday, wet again Thursday. And some think we've got it dry right till Thursday. But whatever, if it's got it till Monday, I've got more than a good chance of shifting some of this muck. I might even actually, if it gets dry enough, I might even get some up pigeon mead, which would be a bonus, because that is the one ground on the entire farm that we don't really put stock on, and a bit of organic manure on there will do the ground and the biota, the worms and stuff like that, do it a power of good. Okay, so we are going to Itchington, to the farm. En route, I'm dropping off 3 cubic meters of wood chip for a chicken run. Any of you that keep poultry and they run outside in the winter months, you're more than aware that poultry can very quickly turn grass into wet sloppy mud. But if you've already got wet sloppy mud or a hardish surface, you put down a few inches layer of this stuff, and that will keep them entertained, occupied and fed, because it's full of wigglies, this stuff. So yeah, if anything, keeping your birds entertained, because it can stop bullying and feather pecking and, you know, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it keeps their feet clean. If you're keeping them on lit houses so they lay all year round, keeps the eggs clean. So bit of wood chip in your poultry works wonders. Right, well, almost there. I would say this is almost perfect weather to put the drone up. Have a look to see how it's all doing. There. I keep doing that, falling the wrong way out first. They only go one way. Right, one freshly charged battery, so I should be good for 20-25 minutes of flight time. What I want to do is fly around all the grounds, look at everything, and then probably go over again and take some photographs, and then we can just do like comparison pictures. I need to switch back on. This little gizmo just gives me the option to use my iPad instead of iPhone for flying this thing. I can use my phone, and I have used my phone. In fact, the bit of footage I did yesterday when we were putting the tank in, I had to use my phone because my iPad was actually out of battery. But I prefer to use the iPad because I can see better. It's bigger. So wind up the adapter cable. Where are you, Biscuit? Disappeared off for a sniff round. Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay, so go on then, connect up. That's in there, that's in there.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Okay, that is fine. Let's go. Well, I think the general consensus is it's up. I think it's struggled a bit with this wet weather, but if it doesn't persist in being wet, I think we'll probably be okay. Not quite sure where we are with sprays and stuff like that, because it's been too wet to do any spraying. Whether or not they're going to do an aphid spray or not, I don't know what the aphid burden is. I've got my shoes on, so I don't particularly want to walk out there and have a look, although I could. I can always take my shoes off. So I'll walk out there. Well, there's definitely some yellowing on there. Now I don't know if that's down to the pre-emergent spray. It's doing it because it's going green below. So whether the pre-emergence maybe knocked it back a little bit. I'll just check another spot. Yeah, still a hint of it. Okay, so I'm not getting up close and personal. I'm not pulling plants up to have a close look at it, but there is a yellowy browny belt on it. From what I have learnt over the last year, that could literally just be where it went through the pre-emergent spray before it wore off, and it just went ugh, and then it's gone through it. The amount of wet we've had, did that wash the spray into the ground as the seed was germinating? I don't really understand a lot of this. Again, I don't want to show my ignorance too much, although I am happy to admit that as far as this is concerned, I am no expert. So I am literally learning this as I go along. I did my agricultural training, my proper agricultural training, between 1984 and 1987. So it was a few years ago, and stuff has changed since then. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Come on, you. Come on, in you go. Get up. Good girl. That's it, what your feet in there. Right. Just wanted to see what's going on in here, and someone who will remain nameless, but he looks just like my dad, has left the lights on again. I don't know. Crop temperature 14.4, air 13.3. I know everything's been turned off now because it's got to the point where the fans aren't really cooling it anymore. We would like it, preferably, I'd like it below 12. Only thing is, I'm not sure that this is actually calibrated properly, because the numbers on that one didn't always agree with the numbers on that one. So one of them is definitely wrong. So, oh look, Dad, what happens if I turn the lights off? Do you reckon the power goes off a bit? Oh, look at that. I just saved you 20p.